Can I ask you guys a couple questions for the camera? We're asking people about ISIS. You ever heard of ISIS?
I hate Islams.
It's not Islams, it's Islam.
Islams. Fuck all of them. Fuck whatever it is. Islams, Islings, is whatever.
I just know it's a terrorist organization. That's all I know. I know the news is trying to try to spread it around a lot. That's all I know, basically know.
Have you heard of the group ISIS?
Yes, they are a jihadist group. They want to form an Islamic caliphate in the Middle East.
Do you know who ISIS is?
Oh, you're talking about the CIA.
Oh, you think it's part of the CIA, so you don't think they're real?
I mean, I think they're very real. I think that they're a terrorist organization in the Middle East. It just seems as though we funded them just like we funded the Al-Qaeda and gave them a bunch of weapons, and now they're like out of hand, running rampant with like Muslim extremism that doesn't even have anything to do with the religion. But you know, I don't know, it seemed like the leader isn't even from that region of the land, and he's like some rich guy that's tied in with Israel, and anybody that's tied in with Israel is tied in with America, right? They're trying to really oppress people from every angle, and ISIS is definitely an oppressive force on the people, you know, and it's really a shame that so many Americans are going over there right now and like joining them, but it seems like whoever they're getting is all the sociopaths that want to be able to hurt people, because, you know, right now in like Syria especially, there's just they just got free reign to do whatever they want.
Does it scare you from Islam? Does it scare you from Muslims?
No, it really does scare me from Islam.
Have you heard of the group ISIS?
Yes.
What do you know about them so far?
I know that it's a terrorist group and that the world is concerned.
My understanding is that it's just a radical group that's killing their own people.
I have on the news they're a terrorist group.
Yes. What do you know about them so far?
So far, I guess they're creating chaos worldwide.
They're labeled also as Islamic. Have you heard of Islam?
Yes.
What do you know about it?
Sunni and Shiite. Prophet Muhammad was a prophet and is very revered.
Do you think it's fair that a lot of Muslims are getting labeled as terrorists and getting blamed for it?
Not at all. I don't think it was fair when that was happening, even with Al-Qaeda.
I don't think they represent the vast majority of Muslims.
I think it's unfair because I hate prejudices, so
Yeah.
I mean you can't say that every Muslim is a terrorist, so.
Like, they do claim they're Islamic, but in reality, in Islam, it's a peaceful religion. There is no killing like they do. That's not Islamic.
They're really not true Muslims. They are sort of like this rebel group. They're not. They don't represent anyone.
You're right. It's they don't represent Islam correctly, but do you think it's fair that the media keeps labeling them as Muslims and Islamic? Because what they're doing is not Islamic.
Oh, of course. I think it's wrong. I mean, the media is always the media. That's not uncommon for the media. My people, African Americans, we've dealt with it for centuries. So I mean, it's just like this how this country is.
We're here today to tell people also that ISIS has nothing to do with Islam, and they're not preaching what Islam is about. They're just preaching what they want with their own mind. In Islam, there's a teaching where it says if you kill one man, it's like killing all of humanity. And that's pretty powerful, but they don't live by that.
Right. Yes, I understand that.
Same thing, saving one man is like saving all of humanity. They're tarnishing the image of Islam. And people are saying that they're getting their teachings and their killings and justifying their killings from the Quran, which is an Islamic book. You read the Quran? Media keeps saying that it's Islamic and basically labeling all the people, Muslims, as terrorists and killers, but that's not right, right?
No, correct, and that's why I actually stay away from most media sources, because they actually just put a bias on it without doing much actual research behind what they're doing. If they actually read the material that they were labeling as this source for them, they would actually realize that there's absolutely no way that you could relate the two together.
Like, from reading the Quran, basically, can you say what they're doing is anywhere in the Quran?
No, absolutely not. The Quran is actually a moral code. Nowhere in that would it say killing this person will make your life better or make any people's lives better.
I suggest for everyone out there to read it and see that there's nothing in there of what ISIS is doing, basically.
Agreed.
Anybody who's studied organized religion, especially Abrahamic religions, should know that Islam specifically means peace. It means submission.
I have a big problem with people labeling things as religious terrorist groups when they're not religious or when they're not really in like the accepted mainstream view of that. Well, when you talk about Islam in mainstream, like that's kind of dangerous because I feel like America doesn't have a very good view of Islam in general. But no, I wouldn't call them a Muslim terrorist group. I'd call them like an extremist group.
So how do you think Muslims, the young generation of Muslims, should deal with the media, the negative media they're receiving?
The only way I think right now to speak out against that is really to just make your own, which I hope is what you guys are doing right now.
That's what we're doing, yeah.
Yeah, that's exciting.
You don't hate Muslims, do you?
Oh, absolutely not.
All right, great.
Many friends who are Muslim. I have friends who are from Egypt, and one from Iraq, and another from Iran.
That's cool. So they're nice people, or?
They're great people.
One of my really good friends, sort of sound like this is sort of kind of a cliche thing to say, is a Muslim bodybuilder. He's from Pakistan. Most loving, nicest guy I know.
Do you have any words of encouragement for any Muslims out there that might be watching this?
Keep the faith, keep your head up, and keep open, and hopefully non-Muslims will as well.
I think that they should strive for what they believe in and just continue to be themselves. Don't let nobody, bring them down.
I mean, stand for what you believe, I have my own faith, my own religion, my own creed, and I know sometimes it's hard to be misrepresented or represented at all by anyone but yourself, so I guess just, stick strong to what you believe and represent who you are and what you want to represent all the time.
I would just say keep your head up. Just know that there's people I believe a lot of what they're trying to do is, a lot of it's propaganda, so I believe a lot of it, they're trying to create the hate, they're trying to create the tension among us, and honestly, just, keep the love in the air, it's all one love, it's just, it's, know that not everybody's, thinking like that, There's people out there that know the truth, that it's not all Muslims are terrorists, nothing like that.
Do you think it's fair to say that ISIS represents Islam?
No, not at all. I feel like they represent a distinctive group of their own, and they feel some type of way about the American people, or whatever type of people they don't like.
You ever looked into Islam or the Muslim faith?
Honestly, yes. I did one time with a friend of mine, and I didn't go all the way with it, but one day I probably will.
Inshallah, that's very cool, man. So basically, you've seen a lot of good stuff in it.
Yeah, I really do. Honestly, I feel like they have good structure and very dedicated to their faith.
So you're saying someday you might be a Muslim?
I mean, one day, yeah. Muslim Ray Dami, yeah.
Yeah, man. Well, salam alaikum, brother.
Assalamu alaikum. For real, I honestly believe that you're saying this true. How do you feel?
I feel really bad about it, man. To be honest, as a Muslim, we preach peace every day of our lives. And it's wrong to kill someone for whatever reason, because we have no right to do that. And when someone claims they're Muslim and kills someone on television for the world to see, it hurts us inside, because not only is an innocent person killed, but also our religion, in a way, is getting killed off.
Can I just ask one question?
Sure, go ahead.
How many other religions killed somebody before?
Many, many.
Ray Damier, ASAP, always strive and prosper.
But why though? They have nothing to do with ISIS.
No comment.
They claim they're Muslim, but in reality,
they Muslims. Oh, alright, so my bad.
No, it's cool. But the thing is, though, that's what we're doing here. We're teaching people that Islam is not what ISIS is, basically.
Y'all from Islam.
Yeah.
Oh, my fault.
But we're peaceful people, though, bro. We're peaceful people. It's all good.
Islam.